What's up, Aries? This is Kapualani with your girl and her moon Cancer full moon reading. So let's tune in right away. We've got the Three of Wands. I'm hearing windows of opportunity opening themselves up, finally having some clarity. I also feel like some of the loose ends from the past are finally getting tied up. So let's see, Aries, what we see after all with the cards here. All right, your message from the universe. Let's see how it resonates with that Three of Wands we saw earlier. Son of Pentacles, you're really in the thick of things from what I'm seeing. Make sure, the only thing is, make sure that you don't obsess too much on the details, and also try not to get too overwhelmed by the journey that's ahead at the same time. Enjoy where you're at now. Taste the flavors, smell all of the smells, and hear all of the sounds. Like, it's really about making use and making most of the present moment and embracing the journey, really pacing yourself and not rushing. Okay, let's see what this full moon will be bringing into your awareness. The Hierophant. So listening to your higher self, and not just that, but I'm also hearing, like, as much as you're being guided to be practical, to follow things step by step, this Hierophant is also saying, like, be willing to be inquisitive, be willing to, it's not like take a detour or something, but it's be willing to explore the unknown, be willing to explore other areas for some reason, is what I'm getting here. But more than anything, if you are, I don't know why, Aries, but it's like, if you're getting advice, even if it's like unsolicited advice and it rubs you the wrong way, because it's like, you got your own thing, whatever, your own mind, it's not about the person, but spirit is speaking through them. Okay, it could just be like this type of a reading thing where you're getting a message like, wow, that really resonates, whatever. There's something here though about, like, doing the research, be willing to take things a step further, try not to again stay too stuck on the details. Don't know why, but that's just coming up again. So that being said, let's see what you are going to be touching back on, what you might be reviewing, revisiting. Judgment. Yeah, we're going to be going over some information again, but it's for the purpose, and or there's a very strong likelihood that there's going to be some self-realization. Judgment always indicates some form of enlightenment in some way, like whether it's spiritually speaking, information based, where you were in the dark, now you see the light. Okay, there's an opportunity or possibility, that you may have an opportunity for like a second chance. Like, for example, if you've gone through a lot of difficult time, finally like breaking the surface, if that makes sense. If you've been like in the deep of things, in the thick of things, being a bit more inward rather than outward, that's where, again, it's having some form of like a personal breakthrough, or even maybe even an epiphany, about where things are headed next, where you would like to head, or where you'd like to sort of project your energy. And not just that, but Spirit's reminding you to look back at other moments where you have been forced to sort of be in the unknown. You have been forced to take things slowly, and remember that you've had success before, very simply. Okay, advice for a smooth full moon. The Sun. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Things, whatever has, what did I say, out of the dark into the light. You deserve to be happy. Okay, the Sun is all about joy and being present to the moment. There's no rush. Wherever it is that you want to be, Aries, you're going to get there. You're already on that track. But Spirit is saying, take a moment to stop and just appreciate where you are. And again, remembering, okay, not to lose sight of our bigger goals, not to lose sight of why we're doing what we're doing, why we're going through what we're going through. You could easily rush through something. Like, let's just say it's a relationship and you meet someone and it's really exciting, and you could easily accelerate things. You're willing, the person's doing blah blah, but maybe life and experience and spirit, because these are some major arcanas here that are surrounding you. So it's a very collective energy This is very much an energy where it's not just, excuse me, I know this is your reading, Aries, but a lot of your decisions and a lot of how you're maneuvering, I'm seeing that more of like the ripple effect, you know, and how this is also like a karmic sort of energy that you're being surrounded by. So we're really clearing out of some old stuff, you know, like on a really deep level here, and ascending into some easier, lighter, brighter times. Okay, so again, this is some advice. This is also, you know, what's going to be coming through for you. So I like this energy here where we've got that sun shining through during moments of maybe a little bit unknown. Okay, and remember, you've been through some unknown moments before. Okay, you've been through some unknown moments before. You're going to get through it again. All right. Okay, let's see what sort of vacation, what sort of downtime your soul's craving. Seven of Wands, yeah. You like that competitive edge, competitive environment, you know. And here's the thing, like, compete with yourself. You know, it doesn't have to be with others. I think you get that. And maybe actually, on the other hand, maybe you're ready to like put that competition stuff down. Maybe you are ready to just free yourself, just break away and out of, like, I don't know why, but I want to say like the chaos a little bit. So think about, you know, don't be afraid to set yourself free from whatever it is that just hasn't been working for you, whomever, whatever has just been antithetical to where you see yourself heading. Make it a lot easier on yourself. You know what I mean? Make it a lot easier. And remember that often, and even at the most critical times, like, you are that light in the dark, you know. So trust your instincts and remember not to get distracted or swayed by other things around you. I think you're ready to just like focus and have some tunnel vision and get through something, get something done. So okay, Aries, check out your moon and rising signs. Don't forget, deeper insights there for you. And schedule a session of your very own with us. You know what to do, where to go, girlandhermoon.com. And we do have some live readings for you now, so check it out. All right, take care. Till next time. Taurus, what is up? How are you? This is Kapualani. I'm here with your girl and her moon Cancer full moon reading. So Taurus, let's tune in. Let's check in. Let's see what this Cancer full moon has for you. Okay. Your message from the universe. What do you need to hear this Cancer full moon, Taurus? Strength. Okay, so you might be contending with some things. You know, I feel like this could be potentially a moody full moon for you. You might just be feeling a little bit extra during this full moon. And so I want to say, like, take it easy on yourself, take it easy on those around you. I feel like it's this they're reminding me with Cancerian energy, it's like because of the crab energy, you might just be feeling like things crawling all over. I don't know, just like the anxiousness or just the sensitivity, and just not, it's almost like this feeling of like discomfort in your own skin or in your own situation. And so I feel like there may be something here to do with your physical environment, maybe your physical body, your physical being, just with your circumstances, but it feels like it's related to your physical circumstances for some reason. It may not be. It may just be like a mental thing. It may just be like an emotional thing, but it's affecting you on a very physical level is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what this energy is going to be bringing to your awareness, what this full moon will be bringing up. Six of Pentacles. So this is like, I'm hearing reciprocity, and where there is or isn't harmony and balance in the give and take of your connections, your relationships. Okay, maybe even in your own spending habits, like if you're spending more or saving more, just taking the time to refine and create a bit of balance in that regard. Okay, this also has you reflecting upon, I want to say, future investments. It has you reflecting upon, based on what you have given, how you have invested your time, energy, value into, whatever, a person, place, situation, a goal. This is that time to sort of get caught up and say, okay, what kind of results am I yielding? How far has this taken me? And, there's going to be a chance for you to kind of appreciate, and in this case, because it's about receiving, again, giving and receiving, okay, and being, I feel, allowing yourself to recognize where you really are in a place to receive, and where you're not so responsible for being the one to do and being the one to give. Maybe you are at a space, in a space where you're like, I'm tired of being the one that's always giving, I'm ready to receive, and that could be part of a struggle too. You know what I mean? So, and this Cancer energy, I'm hearing just a lot to do with like the interconnectedness of like your relationships. I mean, it could even have something to do with like when you go out to eat and how much you're tipping. I don't know why, but it's like finding balance there and making sure that you're not overdoing, I feel like, or like underdoing. You know what I mean? It's more about just making sure you're not overdoing anything. You just gotta say that. Okay, so what are you revisiting? Father of Cups, yeah. Overdoing, giving too much. The Father of Cups is being very, like, I feel like the Father of Cups is being a very good host. Very giving and generous, having a healing nature, just wants everyone to be happy, and so puts their feelings aside for the greater good, for example. Because that's just the kind of stand-up person the Father of Cups energy is, the King of Cups. And so what you're revisiting is, what are your needs? Don't be afraid to go after your needs, even at the sake or the risk of disappointing those who, you know what I mean? Maybe they need something else and you're just like, well, I don't really need that right now. I need this, not that. I don't know why, but forgive me, I hope it makes sense. It's just the way that the message is coming through. And so it's just really reevaluating like how you present yourself to the world around you and what you're giving, and just realizing like, hey, maybe you've given enough. Okay, I don't feel like you're the type of person who hasn't been giving. Okay, I just got to say that. I'm not picking that up here. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Four of Cups. Simplify. Let's not overthink things. Okay, the answer is right in front of you often, especially when we see the Four of Cups. And remember that this is going to pass. This is just a temporary phase. Okay, I feel like this is also telling me that you could be in a position where you're just like, why the options that you have in front of you are just not exciting. Maybe you're kind of like meh, feeling a little bit like you're, what is it called? Your joy and your fulfillment from what you've got or what you're looking at just has run its course. And so in terms of guidance and whatnot, it's not just, appreciate what you have, but I feel like this is where spirit and the universe are telling you, hey, well then, it's not so much about thinking or logic, but what does bring you joy? What does bring you fulfillment? What will satisfy you at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Instead of like saying something because maybe you don't know what you want, or just being, yeah, that's great, when somebody, here's the food, I made you dinner, da da da, and that's not what you really wanted, but you don't want to be rude to be like, oh, this is wonderful, it's like the best meal ever, and meanwhile like, meh. That sort of thing. That's where spirit's like, listen, you don't have to just accept anything. Like when it comes to exchanges, you don't have to just accept like the old days, a trade is a trade. That's not always the case. I'm sorry, but a bobby pin is not worth the same as this like air filter. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not an equal trade. So there's something here about you recognizing it's not about dollar value, but there is, like, you know what I mean, there's an intrinsic value for you to really take a look at. Okay, so what kind of break, what kind of vacation are you so craving? Yeah, You want growth, you want expansion, you want to move onward and forward. So whether this deals with your work, your home environment, your relationship, all of the above, you're going through a growth period. And right now spirit's like, okay, like you might be struggling to maintain this like status quo, this version of a normal, because like you're ready to move on to a new norm. Like so I would encourage you to just listen to your higher voice, connect to your heart. Don't be afraid to like say, you know what, all of these qualities on paper look really good, but at the end of the day, it's just not fulfilling. Like, you know, it's just not really whetting my appetite, or like, you know what I mean to say? It's like when you really need a substantial meal, but then you're given like cookies or something. Like cookies are really fun as a dessert, but when you need to eat something, you know, when you're like starving hungry type thing, it's just like that's great, but you really need some substance. So this is where it's like taking a look at what you want and not being afraid to go after it. Okay, Taurus. So I really encourage you, like there's no major rush on this, but it's about honoring your feelings and your truth. Okay, so check out your rising sign, your moon sign, get some deeper insights. Visit us girlonhermoon.com. Of course, we're offering live readings, so it's going to be really exciting going into like the new year as well. But take good care. Have a good one. Hello, Gemini. Kapualani here. I've got your girl on our moon, Cancer full moon reading. So let's tune in and see what we see for you, Gemini. Okay. Okay. That was quick, Spirit. But just going to go with it. All right. So what do you need to hear from the universe, Gemini? Daughter of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting like, be easy with yourself. Like your childlike spirit and energy, that sense of, you know, just lightheartedness is going to be returning. Your adventurous spirit is going to be returning if for whatever reason it's felt suppressed or lacking, or just things have not been so great. Like if you've been really stressed out, if you've been exhausted, if you've been drained and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna get like a second wind, if that makes sense. You know, this Cancer full moon, I feel like it's gonna be encouraging your playful side, and it will definitely be, I hope, we'll see what the rest of the cards say, lightening things up. So let's see. All that said, what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? Temperance. And so we're finding a balance, right, between that action orientation that's not thinking and just is reactive to stuff, reactive to the environment, or like to the vibes and your senses, like, ooh, let's check this out. This temperance energy is just as it sounds. We're finding that happy ground, that happy middle point. Okay. Excuse me. Spirit's like having me go, we're shifting gears a little bit, Kapualani. And so tuning into the feeling, you know, connecting with, okay, after the experience, after you tried this, you went on this new adventure, how did it make you feel, Gemini? You know, what are you going to take away with, you know, from this, that sort of thing, on a more feeling level, okay, like on an experiential level in terms of how this is affecting you emotionally. Okay, because it's like you're ready. There's a healing energy. Temperance does evoke it, like something of alchemy at times. Yeah, we're refining things. Okay, you're taking these new experiences and like this second wind energy. It's like a little bit of a boost, fuel to get things recalibrated and just going again. So there's no expectation to like take off and get things going, but it's like, no, this is something that just work with this energy for a little bit. You don't need to make it anything else more of it. Let's see what you're going to be reflecting on this full moon. What's calling you to reflect on? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's allowing the universe, allowing divine time and order, allowing fate itself to present those doors of opportunity, to move the chaos, or, you know, the obstacles, the challenges out of the way. Start to notice patterns, your own rhythms, and it's wild, you know, but it's like standing back and allowing again the universe to reveal the way. Okay, excuse me. Okay, Things are going to be turning around. Okay, Spirit's like, in these messages, it's almost like Spirit's telling me, like, take this time to really, like, well, not redefine, but it's like getting to know yourself again, getting to know what's motivating and inspiring you at this point in your life. You know, based on the journey that you've been on, where you see yourself going, take this time to revisit again and to ask yourself, like, what's really motivating me into action? What's speaking to me at this point? Okay, and allow, like, even reflecting upon your previous experiences. I almost get the feeling, Gemini, that there are some things that maybe you had contemplated in the past and it just wasn't time. And Spirit might be saying, okay, now it's time for you to go down this particular way or down that particular way, or speak to this person or that person. Okay, so let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The Hermit, yeah, there's going to be some soul searching time. It's going to be a time for you to go inward, following and recognizing your own innate wisdom and the value in taking time away to be with yourself and to think about how, not just how far you've come, but what you've learned and how you've grown and how you've changed, and how you're not who you used to be, but that inner child, you're still the same. You know what I mean? That you're not a total stranger to yourself. You're not like totally somebody else, but you're definitely not the same. You know, so I really feel like this is going to be a time for you to really reflect and do some personal alchemy, I'll say, and you know, like, I don't want to use so much saying the words figuring anything out, but it's like the universe is giving you time and protection to just kind of step away from just what's not making sense and what's just too overwhelming right now, and to just do you. Okay, so let's see what sort of vacation your soul's craving. Yeah, you want a new start. You want something solid. You want for the past to be done, and moving forward, you want it to make sense. If that makes sense. Sorry, I know you get me, Gemini. But yeah, with this Ace of Pentacles, recognizing and seeing how you are at the center of it all. And always, you are always at the center of it all. And not in a selfish way, but literally within yourself, within your body. You know what I mean? And outside of that, everything else extends outside of you. And again, not in an ego way, but just in a very practical, logical way. You know? Okay. Something is taking form. There's a new beginning that is being presented to you, an opportunity that you've been waiting for, like I said, that's going to be coming through, and it's all about the timing. It's up for you, it's up to you to reflect upon and to decide when is the right time, this, that, the other thing. But otherwise, you know, Gemini, I really feel like just continue to trust and surrender to the divine timing of the universe. Take this full moon to go inward, to withdraw, to connect to your own wisdom, your own voice, have a little bit of self-dialogue, because like the new chapters and what you're going to be stepping into and holding space for, it's coming. You know what I mean? It's literally right on the fringes. So check out your rising and moon signs. Don't forget, look into that if you'd like for some deeper insights, and visit our website, girlinnermoon.com. Schedule a session of your own. We're offering some live sessions now, so that's going to be awesome. But have a blessed and beautiful full moon. Okay, till next time. Cancer, happy Cancer full moon. Kapualani here, got your girl on her moon. Cancer full moon reading. Wow. Okay, lots of love. Ace of Cups. Got some good stuff here already. Six of Swords, the Emperor. So I feel like you're ready for the new beginnings. You've been, I don't know, maybe you've been seeing it coming in some way, and have just been doing your best to like allow it to flow and let things come to you. You're ready. You're ready for this, you know, the year to close out. You're ready to move onward and to forge new paths, new territory, I guess you could say. So, okay, Cancer, let's see. What else? Someone's doing something weird, so I'm just gonna pop it out there. Yep, you're ready. Son of Wands. There may be someone new coming into your life, someone dynamic, potentially fire sign energy. I don't always like go there with like the external stuff. I always like to focus on the inner journey. But if you especially have been feeling a significant connection or something coming through, whether it's an opportunity or like something exciting, travel, something something that you're, I don't know why, but I'm getting it's an anticipation of something or someone. This is validating, okay, if you've been feeling something on that level. Okay, what do you need to hear from the universe? Choices and decisions. Yeah, you're going to have some opportunities coming your way. And you yourself, there may be travel. You may be traveling during this full moon as we speak, or maybe planning to very soon. I keep hearing again, you got some choices and decisions to make, but I feel like this is something that you've been looking forward to and again anticipating. I also feel as though it could be that maybe you're bringing two things together to, like, if you have a business, for example, it could be some form of growth that's happening, or you have two separate entities that you're bringing together. One way or another, this is like a feeling of like expansion. It may feel as though things are up in the air. It feels like this is something that's in process. It's being put together in a way. Okay. And there's also the potential of balancing two different worlds or opposing circumstances and situations. Okay. So let's see what this full moon will bring to your awareness. Four of Cups. Okay. Something that's right in front of you. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere or do anything for like what you want to come to you. And in fact, you may be in a position where you have too many options, and so it's like, which one is the right one? Don't worry, none of them are wrong. Okay? And whichever one you do choose, you will still have like those other options are not going to be going anywhere. And consider that this may be a time for you to explore or to kind of figure things out, to take things step by step, to not have to be in a rush, okay, with any of it, but to give you time and space to explore. Don't overthink things, all right? Just go to your gut, go to your instincts about it, okay? All right. What are you potentially reflecting on or revisiting? Taking time to breathe. Maybe feeling a little bit exhausted. Maybe a little bit beat up about certain things and situations. Maybe you've also been doing a lot. You know, maybe you have been traveling on the go and trying to build and forge new paths. And it's like, woo, I'm almost there. We're almost to the end. 9 steps out of 10. I need a breather. I need a pause. It's like, you know, I have this time. We got holidays or whatever coming up, or have vacation time. Like, what do I do with it? Where do I go? Do I go anywhere? Like, I don't want to waste it just staying home, but maybe that's what I need. Like, it's, you know, it's feeling of like recuperation a little bit as well. Taking things easily, you know, don't overwhelm yourself and stack too much on your plate. This is a time to find balance in your day to day, okay, like your personal life and your work life, that kind of thing. Especially if, again, like you've been doing a lot of travel and you haven't been home a lot, or you know, you've been working a lot and you haven't really had much time for your personal self, or the other, whatever the case. Okay, let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, pause. Everything is about taking a breath, taking a breather, looking at things from another perspective. I'm hearing, for whatever reason, like, not that you aren't approachable, Cancer, but Spirit's saying be approachable. Okay, I don't know why, but Spirit's just saying be approachable, especially if you've been having vibes that there's someone like out there that might be coming into your life soon. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. But another form of advice is like, don't worry. Even if you stay cooped up, like for your vacation time, you're not going to be missing out on anything. Okay, you're not going to be missing out on anything. I mean, just real short, sweet, and simple on that one. Okay, just take the time that you need to take care of you. That's all. There might be something happening with your digestion. So I would say just mind like what you're eating. I don't know, maybe you might not have too much of an appetite. Okay, and I don't feel that this has to do with overeating or something like that, but I do feel like there might be something going on with like just like feeling vulnerable or having like something going on with your digestion or something going on hormonally. It's like with the belly, something in that regard, okay? All right. What sort of downtime or vacation is you still craving? Rest. Yeah, everything here speaks to me about rest and minding your foundations. So your health, your mental and emotional, or even just like your circulation, because this is water with the chalices. So I think of, yeah, blood flow, blood circulation, all that kind of stuff. Again, the belly, the foundations here. Okay, so lots of rest. I don't know why, but check with your doctor always. Maybe some vitamin C. I'm looking at vitamin D with that sunshine energy coming through here. But have a good one. Take it easy, Cancer. At least from what I'm seeing, I think you're gonna want to anyway. And you're really good about like just taking care of yourself and like being like, I gotta shut the world out. Okay, I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Like, you know what I mean? So don't hesitate, okay? Everything's gonna be good, but I feel like for whatever it is that's going on, just take a breather and let things sort itself out, okay? So check out your rising sign, your moon sign. Don't forget, just some deeper insights. And of course, visit us, girlandhermoon.com. Schedule a session of your very own, even a live session. If you're interested, we'd love to speak with you, connect with you one-on-one. So take care. Have a good one. Leo, how are you? This is Kapualani. I'm here with your girl and her moon. Cancer full moon reading, Leo. So let's see what we see for you here. Mind me singing to you, Leo? So we've got 3 of Cups, so good times. Okay, I feel like there's good energies around you. There are very encouraging, like, close friends or people that are close to you nearby who care about your wellness and well-being. So just be open to those connections, be open to those exchanges, okay, Leo? I totally get it. I totally get it, like how when you're just in your own little space of needing to just pull back and hide out, like that's cool. And I do feel that you're gonna even perhaps feel like getting out, and you're gonna maybe want to be among some close friends or a close friend or two that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to connect with in a minute. So, okay, let's get your message from the universe, Leo. See what you need to hear. 5 of Wands. So try again. Practice makes perfect, so don't give up. There might be some tension or frustrations during this Cancer full moon, and I don't know why, but it's like because maybe it's the Cancerian energy, and with the water, it's not just emotion, but I think of health. And with this one, I feel like you might have tension in your body. You might be feeling frustrated, like in terms of like, you know what I mean? Just like nerves, the nervous system, adrenals, things of that nature. And so this is where I feel like, I don't want to say, oh, just take it easy, but okay, number 1, be mindful of your surroundings, like the energy that's around you and so forth. Try not to take anything personally, okay? I feel like this Cancer moon you might be a little bit more sensitive, and so it's like there are certain things that might get a little bit lost in translation, and keeping in mind that this Cancer moon is also going to be happening during the Mercury retrograde period. Just be a little bit mindful that you might have to do things more than once. Like, take the time to slow down. Like when you're leaving the house, it's like, okay, keys, wallet, phone, whatever. But if there's like one odd or end thing that's not normally on your list, or even if it is, just make sure that you have everything and you've taken your time before just kind of bolting out the door. Okay. All right. What's going to be brought into your awareness this full moon? Yeah, self-care. Your own energies, your own, like, what you're working on and what you're working toward. This is going to be a phase of putting in the work. So like you might be sweating it a little bit more in terms of like being productive and feeling like the creative juices like flowing, but not, it's like it's going to take a little bit of work to get it all copacetic, to get it all moving in sync, okay? But trust with this Mother of Wands, the Queen of Wands, that you've got this. This is the time where the creation energies are really like, 5 is an energy of recovery. So on one hand, you can take a little bit of a break and celebrate how far you've come. And remembering that this is like, we're only halfway through, right? We're only halfway through. Maybe with the serpent, I don't want to sound like weird, but with the serpent and these eggs, maybe the serpent, like, what is it, birthed the eggs, but they're not hatched. We have to incubate them, and then that takes time before the babies are ready and they hatch, you know. So just remember, like, success is on the way, but you're only part way through, okay? We're not quite to the finish line yet. So try to just take it easy and enjoy right now. Okay, let's get some guidance on what you might be revisiting, Leo. Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So your practicality, your business acumen, how you're being responsible with your finances, your money, as well as your perspective in terms of your practicality in your mundane life. Okay, taking charge and ownership of the details, like let's just say for your career and financial planning with budgeting, all of that kind of stuff. So that's where it's not so much of creative things, okay, and it's not so much of like focusing on the facade of something like the beauty or like the psychic vision and all the creative. This is where we have to be practical. We have the vision in mind, and now we have to what? Execute. Okay, we've come so far, and now we got to work through the next steps. But it's going to take what? The word that I just said. It's going to take a little bit of work. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Mother of Cups. So we've got a lot of these energies of the balancing in your own feminine, masculine being. Wow, look at that. The 3 birds, and so far, the Mother of Wands, Father of Pentacles, Mother of Cups. So these 3 personalities that are all coming together, communing as one. Okay, Mother of Cups, again, the healing energy similar to the fire with this energy of the life force. Okay. With this water energy and this Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups, where you're going to be, some advice for a smooth full moon. Self-care, enjoy, do things that are going to be bringing you your happiness. Do things that honor you on that level in terms of your not just wellness and well-being and so forth, but things that really just kind of where you can enjoy the pleasures of your own home life, for example, the company of your friends, your environment, for example, being in such a way that you can be yourself and you can feel like yourself, and your energy field and your emotions are not being tainted or in any way, how should I put it, like you're not confused, about your truth, your wants and needs. You're in a space where you can honor them. Okay, so what sort of vacation is your soul craving, Leo the Hierophant? Yeah, okay, interesting. Another little bird, the main bird with the keys, sorry. So connect to your higher guides, connect to your higher self. Don't be afraid to go and explore the unknown. This is that time to connect, attract, okay? When it comes to don't be afraid or don't hesitate to apply the physical actions as it resonates, as it's aligning with you on a heart and soul level. Listen to your higher guidance. And again, if I hadn't already said this, be willing to be inquisitive, especially where we see the Hierophant. You may be in a very strong position to be an advisor to others. Okay, so consider that as well, that there could be some new stuff trying to be birthed, trying to come into fruition right now, that you're how should I put this? These aspects, more of the mastery, self-discipline, responsibility, of the bigger picture of your future, that sort of thing. That's where we're putting the focus on right now. Okay, so it's where we can start to take ownership of the different areas of our life, whether it's career, money, home life, like all that kind of stuff. Okay, so Leo, check out your rising sign, your moon sign for some added guidance, some deeper insights, and of course visit us girlandhermoon.com. Sorry, I was like, am I getting another message here, spirit? Sorry. I might, but what I was saying is to schedule a session of your very own, and we are offering live readings now, so don't hesitate. It would be so much fun, absolute honor to connect at that capacity, that level as well. So have a gorgeous Cancer full moon, Leo. Till next time, take care. Hey Virgo, what's up? Kapualani here. I've got your girl and her moon, Cancer full moon reading, Virgo. So let's see what comes through for you. Okay. I will acknowledge it. If it pops out face up, we'll take a look at it, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's get your message from the universe, Virgo. What's up? The Hermit. Yeah, look, your card. I feel like this is, like, I don't know for sure. I can't remember. I know that Virgo is the star. Forgive me. But I believe that, like, this is also a Virgo energy. I could be wrong. Forgive me. But this energy of going inward, I feel like, okay, I don't know why, but I'm like, spirit, the universe is like, let your truth, let your soul wisdom shine through during this full moon. Take the time to evaluate and go inward, to listen to your soul truth and your inner voice. Tune out the distractions, follow your inner guidance, and like, don't be afraid to ignore things that are just not a priority for you right now. Like, don't be afraid of, I don't know why, but I'm getting like, if, you know how sometimes we get concerned, like, oh, we don't want someone to think poorly of us. We don't want, we don't want people to wait and da-da-da-da-da, because then they're going to think that we don't care. That's where Spirit's like, you know what? Like, none of that's really a big deal right now. Like, like, just do you go inward and you follow just what's speaking to you right now. This could be like a feeling of withdrawal and just kind of wanting to hermit and being on your own, so it's all good. Let's see what will be brought into your awareness this full moon. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, new starts, stability, foundations. You may have been presented with an opportunity. You may be contemplating forging a new beginning in some way, making a move or investing yourself into some form of a new chapter. Let me tune in here. Okay. You are standing on this platform, getting ready to enter into a new reality. And that's where and why you may not, it's like you don't need to go anywhere, you don't need to do anything. Like, you are that fresh new start. There's something that you may have decided, that you may be deciding on in terms of like, okay, when I initiate this next phase of my plans or whatever, this is what's going to happen. I don't know why, like, there's just this focus of like, definitely a solid new beginning and a solid opportunity for you to take advantage of, but it's like knowing that like you are the opportunity, you're standing in it, you are on the spot, you don't need to go anywhere. And so it's just about allowing everything else to come to you. Life has taught you, wisdom has taught you, you've been on the journey long enough, you get it. Okay, what are you going to be revisiting? Yeah, you're breaking free. Wow. Definitely out of the dark and into the light on this one. Okay, seeing your own kind of like breakthroughs, transformation. Okay, getting I'm hearing like newfound respect for like where you've been, like the trials and tribulations you've been through and overcome, seeing perspectives from other people's point of views, and like, I don't know, I feel like you've been on this kind of like journey. Not that we're all on a journey of life. You know, I guess with this judgment energy, like what I'm seeing here, there's something very foundational happening for you and within you, Virgo. And I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. It's like with this turtle and the dove, turtle dove. There's sorry if you're not like laughing at you. I'm just like, hey, spirit, it's really cheeky. This energy of peace and moving slowly and gently, but mindfully, and allowing, but following the light inside, and that higher power light of God. You know what I mean? It's there's something here to where I feel like you're gonna have like this new beginning, this whole new sort of like emergence that's gonna be coming through. Okay, so let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Nine of Cups. I love this. So the universe spirit is saying, think about what really brings you joy and fulfillment, what really truly not just makes you happy, but brings you that form of satisfaction, you know, in terms of what you've managed to accomplish, and even just in your own day-to-day life. You know, what do you appreciate, what do you value? Taking time to reflect on your gains, and again how far you've come, okay, after maybe a period of not doing so well or not feeling so great or being very confused about things. Okay, this may also be an opportunity for you to evaluate and say, you know, I realize this particular, you know, whatever flavor situation, it's run its course, and I'm ready to move on to something bigger or better, whatever the case may be. It's not about dissatisfaction necessarily, but it's about really acknowledging and appreciating how far you've come, and how much, like, for example, you know how sometimes we take things for granted, the people in our lives, the simple pleasures like having electricity and running water, not to be dramatic, but just the gratitude, when we can really appreciate and have gratitude, you know, for the life that we live, that sort of thing. And again, how far we've come. So that's what may also help you, the water here, the emotional aspect, you know, instead of like all of the logical points and what's it called, strategic planning, and you know, like the costs and the benefits. It's like, well, there's also a part where it's like, how do you feel, what kind of joy, pleasure, or whatnot does it bring, you know, that as well. So what sort of downtime, what sort of break is your soul craving this full moon? The moon itself. Yeah, you kind of don't mind, you just want to chill, you just want to allow and go with the flow. I feel like this is a time of like just feeling better, being inward, keeping to yourself, making yourself happy, contemplating over what makes, you know what I mean? It's like reveling in your accomplishments and what you've managed, again, to co-create, to manifest for you. Okay? You've been through periods of unknown before. You've been through dark nights before. And not that this has to be scary or deep or depressing, but it's just not knowing. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, well, it's nighttime and we don't really know what's out there in the dark, no matter how familiar I might be. It's a whole different thing in the daytime, right? And so this is where it's like just kind of allowing for yourself to, I don't know why, but I'm also getting like hide away, you know, retreat a little bit, go into your core self, your psyche, and allow for your emotional bodies to guide you. Allow for your feminine, because that moon energy, to guide you. So there's this gentle approach, okay, toward whatever these new beginnings are, or, you know, if you've already locked into them, nurturing and honing them, knowing that we still have some things that we're cycling out of. So maybe it's best to keep this kind of opportunity to ourselves. We don't need to share it with the world right now. We can just enjoy it for ourselves. Recognize, like, you know, I learned my lessons from the past. When I put myself out there, then everybody else is like, you know, they want to follow, or they want something from you, or they want to know what you're doing. And you know what, right now, I think I'm okay with just like keeping it inside, keeping it just sacred and to me. So, you know, I feel like I hope that connects and resonates for you, Virgo, because I really feel that message for you. So, protect and enjoy your accomplishments and give yourself and your accomplishments time to marinate before feeling like you need to reveal anything. So I love that. But anyway, check out, don't forget to look into your moon sign, your rising sign for some added guidance, whatnot. But visit us girlandhermoon.com to schedule a session of your own. And keep in mind, we are offering live readings now, so it'll be really good to connect in that way. But either way, have a wonderful Cancer full moon, Virgo. Okay, till next time, take care. Libra, happy Cancer full moon. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon full moon reading. And again, this is for the Cancer full moon, Libra. So let's tune in and see what we see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oops. That Five of Swords popped out. Don't let your thoughts, your fears, your doubts get the best of you, Libra. Okay? And try not to overthink things. Try not to overdo it when it comes to strategizing or trying to gain the upper hand or an advantage in a certain situation. Recognize where you are already ahead of the rest. Recognize you're already ahead of the game. Okay? And take it easy on yourself. All right. Let's get a message from universe if that one didn't resonate enough. Yeah, 5 and 5 here. Okay, so 5 may be a sacred number, an angel number for you to look into if that's interesting for you. 5 is an energy of recovery. It's a number of recovery. In this aspect with the 5 of Cups, there may be something that you're missing, something that you're not seeing. You could be acting with more of a suspicious kind of mindset when it comes to others that you're dealing with, when it's just not necessary. The 5 of Cups at times is a reminder that there are yet better things. There is still joy for you to move on toward. Okay, not all is lost. So don't be again too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard or whatever reason suspicious of others. All right. Okay, what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? Okay, the Tower, your mindset. The Tower, I know that it can initiate change. It can be energies that initiate change, and that it's often uncomfortable and unpleasant, unexpected, all this kind of thing. But based on what I'm seeing here, while there may be some life altering or situation altering moments, okay, this again is what's being brought into your awareness, is how you approach it. Do when there's a disaster, do you just you know what I mean, flail your arms and what, sky is falling? Or is it okay, whoa, something's happening here. What do we need to do in the meantime? You know what I mean? It's just when the lightning is striking the tree, where's the best place for you to be standing? Out of the way. Right? I know, I'm sorry. We all love the tree, but there's nothing we can do. So it's best to get out of the blast zone. And with that being said, your mindset, try to pay attention and notice your own worst case scenario thinking, your own doomsday scenario type mindset or thinking, okay? Because it happens a lot when I see the Tower energy. Often it's when we've got our own sort of anxieties and fears and doubts are really getting the best of us. So it's hard to see from a grounded, real life perspective. Not to say that what you're feeling isn't valid, but it's recognizing how it's about perception of the circumstances, how your thoughts may be adversely affecting you. Okay, all right, what you need to perhaps revisit, reflect upon this full moon. Pause, step back, be non-reactive, recognize where and how you may be seeing things from an altered perception. Again, okay, you may be feeling very, very vulnerable. This Cancer full moon could be just pulling some stuff up, I get a lot of these feelings of regret sometimes with the Five of Cups, or feelings of a loss, and like, oh, lingering over the loss. And I get it. We got to honor our feelings, but sometimes it's like we don't recognize or see that things can get better, that we can heal, that we can experience joy again, and that we don't have to dwell in our suffering or discontent. You know what I mean? It's all about also, again, the mindset and focusing on things from the ground up, basically. Okay. Advice for a smooth full moon. Eight of Cups. Let go of what's not working. Recognize where you might be unintentionally just kind of like making things worse for yourself by, like I said earlier, lingering in the past, lingering and or just trying to fix stuff that just cannot be fixed. There's nothing left to fix. There's nothing left to mend. It's time to move on. Okay. So if this were water, right, the well hath runneth dry. It's time to seek fresh springs. And the 2 cups, just like in this case, 2 cups are left standing. So you still have other things to look forward to, whether it's relationships or whether it's career or job, whatever the case may be. Spirit's saying, it's really up to you on where you're putting your focus and what you are dwelling upon in your thoughts. And you got to do what you need to do. You got to go through what you need to go through. But it's just about how you are reacting or responding to the world around you, to your life, to the opportunities that are, presenting themselves. Okay. What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, you just want to breathe. You want to move on and get to the other side of all of this, is basically what I'm seeing. You would just like some peace. Peace and calm after the storm, after stress. Remember your nature, Libra, with the air and balancing the scales, the cardinal energy of it. Ask yourself how you want to feel, what you want to experience, so that you can make it easier on yourself. Okay? Be your own best friend. Be gentle with yourself. See yourself from an outsider perspective. And you know what I mean? So that maybe you can just kind of have a little bit of empathy for yourself as well, and not be so tortured and stuck, or feeling stuck. Because I know you want to move out of that kind of energy. I know you want to breathe. And so that's where Spirit's saying, move on, let go. It's all good. You did your best. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's okay to acknowledge, right? I did my best, and like that's all I can do. Now I gotta move on and take care of me. So Libra, check out your moon, your rising sign, get some deeper insight about this full moon and how it may affect you. And don't forget to visit us, girlundermoon.com, to schedule your own session. And keep in mind, we are offering live sessions now. So have a good one. Hang in there. Take care. What's up, Scorpio? How are you doing? Kapualani here. Got your girl on her moon, Cancer, full moon reading. Let's see, Scorpio. Okay, first up, your message from the universe. The Lovers, you're ready to move onward and forward. You should be proud of yourself when I see this energy, like when I'm getting this message, rather, Scorpio, because there's something that I feel this full moon, like, okay, number one, they're giving me a few things. I get that you're going to be ready to, I don't know, it's like deepening your responsibilities, taking the next steps, committing to something bigger than yourself. Okay, I feel like you're ready for this. It's almost like finding a purpose for this next phase or this next point of your life. Like, okay, going into 2024, yes, I'm ready. I am purpose, and this is where I see myself heading in a way. Maybe not like for 2024, but just like right now, where everything's may have felt uninspired or stuck, you're like able to find that direction and say, okay, I'm heading toward that. You know what I mean? It also does bode well for your relationships. Okay, I will say that, because it does show a sense of shared partnership, shared harmony, shared balance, shared responsibility, that kind of thing. Okay, all right. What will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? 2 of Wands, a lot of optimism, A lot of this possibility for the future, and not just the long-term future, but things that you can really sink your teeth into here and now, things that you can really like have fun with, and it helps to open up the road is what I'm getting. Like where things may have felt blocked, uncertain, or stuck, suddenly you're feeling more like yourself. You know, you're feeling a lot more of the aliveness and the alignment of like, okay, this resonates with me, that direction, again, that general direction. We're getting a clarity on and the future, and feeling hopeful about the future. You know, not with like a timeline, but that like, oh wow, I have a future. You know what I mean? And it's exciting. It's not just like, oh, okay, I don't really know what's going on, I guess we'll see. And then suddenly the universe is like, hey, Scorpio, ding ding, see? And you're like, oh, okay, that's the thing, let's go. I don't know why, it's just what I'm getting. So let's see what you might be revisiting this full moon. Yeah, your own pride and ego. I get this feeling like you might be outgrowing certain habits, you might be outgrowing certain people, experiences, and so forth. So spread your wings and fly, but be mindful of how you go about flying and expressing and sharing your news and what's happening, okay? Like, I feel like just you might be very proud of yourself and where you're heading, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to talk about it or show it off. You can just go in that direction, and the right people will follow, the right people will acknowledge, the right people will support you. You don't need to call others out and be like, you know, like what I'm doing because you screwed this up or you hurt that person and now I'm having to come in and save the day. It's something along those lines where it's like, keep your ego in check. You know, because I know how your sass can get when it comes to protecting people that you love, especially Scorpio. So that's just kind of the feeling that I'm getting, you know, or just when you have an accomplishment, you know what, screw it, like show off that accomplishment, be proud of yourself. But again, it's like the awareness of who you're surrounded by, and like, you know, who you're sharing that news with, because it's like, yeah, there are still some haters out there, you know, I mean, like, you know it. So all right, let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, Empress, own your power, own your power. Like, your home is your sanctuary, like your career, whatever it is that you're working on, you are in a space where you can really recognize that you are thriving. So I don't want you to no lack stuff going on here. Okay, Scorpio, no lack mentality or just like fear of failure. This is some really solid like energy here, very optimistic, very much positive in terms of how things are manifesting, co-creating, moving forward. You are definitely not going to be on your own or alone in this, so you do have support. This may involve, again, like a relationship or a partnership, but everything is solid and secure, and you have the upper hand. You are in a position, again, of power in all of this, okay? So like a lot of just personal fulfillment and, again, self-empowerment, feelings of just satisfaction, gratification for like all of what is and where things are heading, all right? So let's see what sort of downtime your soul is craving. The sun. Yeah, just want to be present in the moment, follow the sun. Free yourself from just the past, whatever it was, have that new beginning. You want to focus on joy, again, living in the moment. Life is looking good, even if it's like whatever it is that you're having to deal with, for whatever, you know, I just get the feeling, Scorpio, because this, okay, like, I know stuff happens to you, but a lot of what I feel that you deal with is stuff that's happening to the people that you love, the people around you. And so now it's like, okay, I could chill, my house and home and all that kind of stuff. It's like we're getting all that in order. I'm feeling a lot more in control and satisfied with like all these different compartments of my life, you know, with your work, family, relationships. And so now you just want to like stretch your wings and fly. You want that freedom, you want to move onward, you want to move into the good stuff, and like you're allowed. Okay, so celebrate your life, celebrate where you're heading. Like those kind of darker times, the truth is being revealed when we see the sun. Whatever was not seen, whatever was hidden is being revealed. Okay, and so this is something to where, like, remember what I said, it's like, aha, just whatever that is. It could be good stuff, it doesn't have to necessarily be like a bad thing. but there's something that's going to be illuminated for you, and it's going to bring joy and fulfillment. Okay, so I really encourage you, Scorpio, if if it vibes, check out your moon and rising signs, get a bit of deeper guidance for this full moon, and of course visit our website girlandthemoon.com. We are offering live readings, so if that's savvy, you might want to check that out. But otherwise, have a blessed and bright full moon. Take care. Sagittarius, Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Cancer full moon reading. So let's continue to shuffle here, Sag, and see what we see. Tuning in. Okay. You might be feeling a little bit blocked, and or just, I'm hearing like withdrawn in your thoughts, unclear in where to focus next. But it doesn't mean that there isn't something happening. There's like something is churning or in motion, and you can feel it, you know it, but right now it's almost like there isn't really much that you can do about it except like breathe and allow. Okay, so let's get your message from the universe and all that other good stuff, Sag. What do you need to hear? Go inward. This is going to be a time for you to listen to yourself. It's not necessarily about swimming in your own thoughts, but being more in that space where you're letting the universe guide you. You're letting your inner voice, your higher voice guide you. You're allowing for your own life's wisdom and experience to guide you. You're allowing the mystery to guide you, okay? The unknown, the possibility, potential as well. Okay, so it's like removing yourself from distractions, removing yourself from the opinions and like blah, 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 blah from everybody else, because I know what a social butterfly you are. Okay, so this is really like taking the time to remove yourself from all of that. You may be in a space where you're reflecting upon some things, Sagittarius, okay? So it's like you need that time and distance and space away to like be with you, okay? What will this full moon be bringing to your awareness? What might you be contemplating? Yep. Evaluating, taking a look at how far you've come, at what seeds you've sown and planted, and based on that so far, what's developed, okay, based on what you've invested in, how you've invested your time, energy, and value. Okay, this is going to be an opportunity for you to like just get your affairs in order. It's going to be a time to continue to put work and effort into the things that you've already invested in. You don't need to worry about adding on anything else yet or adding on anything else yet. We're going back and we're just tending to, we're fixing things up. It's like if you were in a garden, you know, over time, like there's all kinds of things that happen, right? Debris falls in the garden. I was trying to find the right word. So you got to clear the debris so that the plants and like everything are getting the right sunlight and da 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 da. So it's continuing to tend to what you've been working on and working toward. Okay. All right. What are you going to be revisiting? 5 of Wands. Anywhere that there may have been some tension, I want to say like clashing personalities, even anywhere that you may also have been like where you've been putting in effort. If it's like with work, for example, sometimes the 5 of Wands can reflect upon competition, but the energies that like if it is competition, it's there to make you better. You know what I mean? Like it's like friendly competition type energy. I mean, and it isn't always, but in this case, there's something about having to reevaluate and continue to put effort into what you've already been working on and working toward. Okay. And then I feel like it may be something inward, something that's just like with your own personal goals and not about other people. All right. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Okay. 9 of Cups. Celebrate your wins. Enjoy your downtime. Enjoy your personal time, your independent time right now. The 9 of Cups is all about wishes and fulfillment and wishes fulfilled. You know, so how shall I put this? This is a really nice time to, okay. I mean, I hate to say it, but again, take the time for you to think about what brings you joy and happiness. To think about, hey, based on where I am experiencing, you know what I mean? Where, I don't know, I just feel like on a mundane day-to-day level, it's not just being in a period of appreciation and gratitude, but it's really taking the time to think about, yeah, who, what, and where you have been spending your time and energy with, who you've been investing your time, energy, and value in, what you've been investing your time, energy, and value in, what brings you true fulfillment, what brings you true joy, you know, versus what might be conflicting, what might be costing, you know. Okay. What sort of vacation, what sort of downtime is your soul craving? Nine of Pentacles, yeah, 9 and 9. Okay, we've got some things that are clearing out, closing out, chapters that we are reflecting on, that things are coming to an end. So we're looking back, okay? This 9 of Pentacles, you want to be appreciated. I'm hearing even adored in a certain way, like not in a negative or like judgy way, but especially where you have accomplishments. Like the 9 of Pentacles can be an aesthetic thing in terms of like wanting to be admired for your hard work and effort, wanting to be admired for your accomplishments, for your beauty, for your finer things, whatnot, for your, you know, how shall I put this? Yeah, I mean, I'll just say accomplishments. We'll keep it simple. But I think like more than anything with this 9 of Pentacles, like what kind of vacation you want to do, something fun, maybe something that feels luxurious, like indulging. I'm like, what is the word? Yeah, you're wanting to indulge a little bit. So, okay, Sagittarius, look into your moon and rising signs. Just again, some added guidance, insight, a little bit of deeper info there. But visit us also, girlinnermoon.com, to schedule a personal session. And keep in mind, we are offering live sessions now, so that'll be really fun. So take care. Have a brilliant full moon. Okay, till next time. Greetings, Capricorn. This is Kapualani, and I am here with your girl and her moon. We're already getting a couple of things popping out, new beginnings, not sure where things are heading, but you're trying to be as lighthearted and optimistic about it. You really are looking forward to some like clear new beginnings, joyful new beginnings. You're ready for things to turn around and start moving to a positive space. You're tired of feeling stuck in the same junk. Ooh, that came through really quick. Capricorn, somebody looking out for you. So let's keep shuffling here. Just a little bit. Okay, we're just let that one go. And see what this Cancer full moon has for you, Capricorn. Okay. Your message from the universe. What do you need to hear from the universe? Father of Cups, be brave. And you know what? Don't be afraid to go after what you want. Show up for yourself, not just for others. You know, King of Cups, Father of Cups. Move toward the joy is also what I'm getting. And take that time to, how shall I put it? Wherever you've been putting off your own wants, needs, feelings, emotions, whatnot, you're being encouraged to just step outside of that. And I often see the Father of Cups as being brave, you know, and having that authority to be like, not just, okay, the Father of Swords is more like mind over matter type thing, but the Father of Cups definitely knows how to overcome fears and doubts and not let that get in the way or stop them from doing what they want, getting what they want, saying what they feel. Okay, so what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? Four of Cups, clarifying again wants and feelings, not just psychoanalyzing or analyzing things. You know, we're putting things into a logical, rational perspective, but it's connecting to the heart of it. Okay, again, not being afraid to say, this is how I feel, this is what I want, instead of trying to calculate or plan, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. Let me tune in here, because this is a little bit of a different sort of message that I'm picking up on right now for you, Capricorn. Okay, figuring out what you want, discerning what you want, and knowing that this is temporary. That just because the options that are in front of you aren't exactly what you were hoping for, or you know what I mean, it doesn't mean that that's all that there ever is going to be. But part of what I get sometimes, because I really eat things to food, with the Four of Cups, if you only have four food options and you're like super hungry and you want to eat, and I'm sorry, but they don't have the option that you really super duper wanted and was craving, like logic would tell you you have to eat something anyway. And so your gut is going to tell you, your palate will tell you what your taste buds are like gonna like stomach, you know what I mean, or whatever the case. Like, so that's where I feel like don't be afraid to just pick something to go for it, but also remember that you don't have to force yourself to pick something either. So no choice is still a choice. Okay, what do you need to revisit? The Hangman, yeah. Maybe this is a situation where it's like overcoming cravings or overcoming like what the heart wants and having to just say, you know what, like I know those are all options and I could choose them, but maybe I'm just gonna wait until the option that I want presents itself, because I know that this is not forever. I know that this is temporary, these options that I'm seeing. And so I'd rather save my money or save my calories, just something like put that on reserve so that when the thing that I do want shows up, then okay, I can like be ready for that. And that's the Hangman, is taking a look at the situation from a different perspective and being mindful that things do, go according in a lot of ways to the divine time and order. There's like a karmic balance to it all, so that's where it's going to serve you to look at your circumstances and how you approach things from a different perspective, okay? Maybe differently than you've done before. Okay. Advice for a smooth full moon. Father of Pentacles, be practical about what you're doing. If you have a plan, see it through, but just take it step by step. If you don't have a plan, make a plan. Okay, empower yourself by being responsible where it counts in terms of your career, your responsibilities with money and finances, putting things in order on a very practical level. Because this Pentacles, the material, the physical, from the ground up type thing. Yeah, I'm hearing like when you're going after what you want, when you're speaking up in XYZ. Okay, yeah, have a plan, think it through, be practical about it. Yeah, okay. What sort of break or vacation is your soul craving this full moon? The Lovers, yes, you would like to move onward and forward. Okay, sorry, I'm tuning in here. There's a direct, it's not necessarily brand new, but I feel like a new direction that's ahead. You see it, and it's something that you're ready for things to take flight, not to sound so literal with it when, with these birds. But the Lovers is about taking things to the next level, taking the next step in terms of a commitment, or your responsibilities to things in your own, whether it's your career, even focusing on a relationship, being ready to take the next step in that regard, moving forward from what was. More than anything, you're ready to grow and expand, you're ready to spread your wings and fly. And I would also say, if you've been holding back, or if you've been keeping to yourself, it's like let yourself, just put yourself out there. It's time to come out, like out of the cave, and like, you know what I mean, spread your wings and fly. So you are being encouraged, Capricorn, to honestly, I feel like you already have your eye on where you want to go. It's just been a matter of working up to that day. Like, okay, let's say there's a vacation you want to take, right? So you have to plan for it. And okay, this is what I really, really want. These are the different destinations we could go to. It's like, oh, I don't know. And like maybe you like all of them, but you can only choose one. Maybe you want to go to all the destinations. Maybe they all seem great, and Spirit's like, hey, you know what? Just go with what you feel right now, okay? And like, well, maybe I should wait. It's like, no, you know what, if you can go and if it works, like, don't worry. For example, if it's a situation where you like all of the options, then you can just say, okay, for this is the one that we're going to first, right? And maybe we can't go do all of them this year or at once, But there's going to be time for it, you know, and when we'll plan for it next time, or plan for it next quarter, next year, whatever the case may be, or whenever it works out. So this is where I feel like, especially if you have been working towards something and saving up or whatever, talking about something, if it does deal with, like, you know, a partner, spouse, whatnot, family, and then it's you're being encouraged to, like, say yes if there's a promotion, say yes if there's, like I said, you've been wanting to take a vacation but you don't know if you should, blah blah blah, just go, you know, have fun, spread your wings and fly. If it comes to taking on an obligation and you're not sure if you're going to be able to do it, it's like, yeah, you'll be fine. I think you're ready for this, and I think this is what you're wanting, you know? So, again, take it and run with it. Capricorn, check out your rising sign, your moon sign, get some extra guidance and insight around this Cancer full moon, and visit our website, girlonourmoon.com. We've got live readings, you know, so that's going to be really fun if it's something that sounds good. But otherwise, be blessed. Till next time, take care. Hello, Aquarius. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon. Cancer full moon reading. So, Aquarius, let's tune in. Let's see what we see. Coming up for this Cancer full moon. Okay. Your message from the universe, Aquarius. The Fool, new beginnings. Okay, you're just gonna be, and you are so ready to, like, let loose and have fun. Let your inner child come out. Don't hold it back. Don't, you know, hesitate. Okay? I feel like, I don't know why, but I don't know, I feel like you've been through a lot for some reason. And so this energy of the Fool is like just that vibe of, hey, it's okay, you know, and it's going to be okay for whatever reason. And maybe I'm being a little bit too deep with that, but maybe some of you can relate, Aquarius. But anyway, yeah, new beginnings and an opportunity to start over again, or just having just a new beginning, you know, fresh start. Let yourself make a few mistakes. Let yourself, even if it comes to taking a risk and, ooh, what if I embarrass myself? What if I make a fool of myself? It's okay, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Let's see what this full moon would be bringing into your awareness. Daughter of Wands, yeah, some new beginnings. For some of you, this may indicate birthing something new, or actually some form of birth. So I would say be mindful of fertility. Not necessarily like the first place that I would go, but it's just something that came up. This Daughter of Wands energy, there's messages for sure coming through, signs to be aware of. So follow the signs, especially if you feel like, okay, I'm just gonna let myself be spontaneous and go with the flow, so what are we doing? And that's where Spirit's saying, we will send you signs, so just be open. You don't need to figure any of it out. Just kind of, it's almost like, you know, like anything else, like, I see, like that little bird down there, I think I'm gonna go down there. Like, yeah, let's just follow that. So follow your vibes. Sometimes I pick this up too when I see this particular Daughter of Wands, and even here with the flowers for the Fool. Stop and smell the roses. Take time to appreciate and utilize your senses. A sense of smell is coming up here, Aquarius. So there may be some, you know, new sensory experiences coming through for you, and an opportunity, maybe new tastes, new flavors, something with your style perhaps to try out. Not something that you may be adopting for life, but just like a time to be having fun and not take yourself so seriously. Okay, what could you be potentially revisiting? This full moon, Son of Cups. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is about, like, okay, sorry, Spirit's giving me like a little bit of a double two messages at the same time, so let me discern. I feel someone coming from the past, honestly. We are going to be in, this is Mercury retrograde period with this full moon, so it would not be surprising if you got some messages, someone from your past, like an old connection, like an old love connection or romantic connection. Um, if you yourself are thinking of someone, I feel like when I see this Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups, like this is an energy where I could see how this could be either a part of you that you haven't felt or touched on in a long time. Like, oh, I never felt this way, or I never, you know what I mean, in a really long time. Or it's like someone that maybe you hadn't seen in a long time. I don't know why, but I get this feeling of just like, because the Knight of Cups is that heart energy and the messenger of love and like that sort of thing. But there's also this thing of like not just listening to your heart, but really like being inquisitive and following through. So, for example, if you are talking to someone and you just pick up on things, oh, I have a feeling that is going to happen, you just share it with them. It's something like, I don't know, maybe you haven't been in that kind of a zone in a while of the intuitive of like being in a banter. I don't know, it's not banter, but just, in a discussion with someone. But it's like there's going to be something there for you to reflect on. I don't know why, but there's something here about moments from the past or something about your past, which I don't necessarily go like, oh yeah, I'm seeing this, like, when I see these cards, I don't think about the past at all. This is all like stuff that's coming in. But since in this position, in terms of what's being revisited, I don't know, there's something there that I'm picking up on for you to, like, don't ignore it. Like, I don't want it to drive you crazy or anything, but I feel like there's something that's going to connect to help you have more clarity about where to like set your sights, your intentions, your focus. Okay, that's all I can say. Let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The star, yeah, have hope, have faith in. There's something that I feel like was calling to you, was speaking to you. Maybe you let it go. Maybe you weren't able to put any energy into it, but it's coming back around again. And the star is saying have hope and faith in your dreams. Have hope and faith in that you have a bright future. Okay, we want you to be inspired and encouraged to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Maybe you stopped listening, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you're locked into your intuitive, your empathic intuitive kind of zone of like moving and grooving, you really move and groove. But it's like anything else, we go through cycles and phases and we let go of certain things. And I feel like some kind of magic, like you're going to be reconnecting to some lost part of yourself, that like your childlike sense of like joy or whatever is going to come back again. And don't be afraid to like go there. Okay, don't be afraid to have hope again. Don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to go for it. Like, I really feel this strongly, Aquarius, and there's like so much like hope and faith and love out here for you. Like, I got so much of that for you, but I also feel that spiritually, your guide, your ancestors. Okay, so woo, that was a big one. Okay, spirit. Let's look at just what kind of vacation are you so craving? Yeah, Father of Cups. So like I said, there's something from the past that I feel like maybe you've grown. It's like you and your voice, your desires, your talents, whatever it is that you're wanting to put forth, you've grown and you've matured. You've learned some things, and there's something, again, it's being like rebooted. So it's like maybe you weren't able to go beyond this point previously, but you are now. Maybe you didn't, maybe you weren't clear, because maybe there were a few things that spoke to you, right? And maybe there still is. You're in development. Something's in development. in terms of where you're going. And I know for you, like, this is the vacation that you're craving, is just to have that confidence. You want to be able to like share and speak and do the things, like, let's just say it's being the host of like a crazy good event or party, right? Like, well, I'm hosting some small ones, but I have my sights set on much bigger things. And so that's where Spirit's saying, it's like, go for it. Like don't be afraid to have some mistakes, to make some oopsies. That's the only way you're like actually going to establish that. That's part of the journey. So don't be afraid of it, okay? I am excited for you, Aquarius. Like, what's up? Like, let me know what's going on here. Not like seriously, because I hope that this connects for you, because this feels like something to where, I don't know, it's accessing a different part of yourself that I feel like you've been waiting for. So I just feel like kind of happy for you. I don't know you. Maybe I know some of you, but anyway, check out your moon and rising signs. Get a bit more in-depth stuff for this moon, in-depth info and guidance, stuff. But also visit us, girllearnermoon.com, and just to book a session of your own and see what we have to offer. And I'm excited to share that we are offering live readings now, so that'll be fun. Take care. All right, Aquarius, have a good one. Be blessed. Till next time. Greetings, Pisces. I hope this finds you well. I am Kapualani, of course, and I'm here with your girl and her moon, Cancer full moon reading. So let's tune in and see what we see, Pisces. Okay. All right, so we've got the Empress, and behind the Empress, Daughter of Cups. So you're growing, but you're still, like, feeling a little bit vulnerable. I get like there's these. It's like how you feel and who you want to present, who you're presenting, and how you're feeling. And so it's not bad at all. It's like this duality of things that's like coming together. It feels symbiotic, not offset or anything. The Daughter of Cups, the Page of Cups, with that innocence, that childlike sense of, I'm hearing actually curiosity, and in this case just being sort of very open, sensitive, and I want to say vulnerable, but it's not like, okay, open to new experiences, just kind of like, okay, what's there. Like, I don't know why, but it's like a naivete in a way. And then the Empress, where it's like, I do know better. So there's something about maintaining or like just reconnecting to your sense of innocence, your sense of playfulness, no matter what's happened in your life, no matter what you've been through. It's like you've been able to hold on to your joy, even in spite of whatever crap has been happening in your life, whatever's been happening around you. Okay? Like, people very much see you as a light in the dark. They do. Okay? And you are. You do your best. And I see that. Okay? So let's get your message from the universe, Pisces, Mother of Pentacles. So there's a lot of this feminine, sacred feminine, inner child energy, this self-care and nurturing, looking to the future. There's a concern for, perhaps if you have children, I can see how you're like, okay, I'm concerned for my children's future. And like in whatever various ways that means. If you don't have children, I could see, this is just about, I see things from the inside out. Your own, again, like I said, innocence, your own inner child, but not just that, your own future. Okay, so you're very much in a mode of contemplating, planning for, and in so many ways gathering, saving up for that kind of thing, the future, and your quote unquote future generations, and whatever that might look like, or for you. Okay, but you are in a very strong position right now, powerful position in terms of like where the pentacles are concerned. So the home, okay, first and foremost, where work is concerned, career, and again, future planning. What will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? Planning. Seven of Pentacles, where are you? And where have you been investing your time, energy, and value? Let's take a moment to organize. Let's take a moment to, see how we have grown. Okay, let's keep putting effort into what we've already established before we take anything else on. Let's make sense of what we're working with before we try to, add anything else into the mix. Yeah, taking inventory is often how I see the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and so there's a lot of this accountability of your physical reality, savings, planning, your work, the steps that you've been taking, that you are taking, accountability to like your actual physical reality. And again, the steps that you're taking around like where you're hoping to go, where you're planning to like for your future. Okay, what you need to revisit, or what you might be revisiting this full moon. The High Priestess, yeah, locking into your intuition, not jumping to conclusions, but allowing for your intuition and reality to guide you. Trusting your intuition, leaning into your intuition, keeping certain things to yourself, and not saying anything unless it's necessary, not doing anything unless it's necessary, not having like any kind of knee-jerk reaction even though you might be feeling a certain way. Yeah, so there's like this feeling of self-control, self-discipline that's really stepping forth here for you, Pisces. Yeah. Okay. Advice for a smooth full moon. Daughter of Wands, lighten up. Free yourself. Have some fun. Business will be dealt with when it's time, when you're able to deal with it. I'm not to put anything off, but it's like, you don't have to sit and wait and watch for anything to happen, even though there are responsibilities and even though you are like waiting for certain things to show up. Like take a load off, go and have fun, go play, basically. It's like, okay, we put the order in, the delivery will arrive when it arrives, and like we've got an alert set, so like you'll get the ding, right, when it's time. But otherwise, just like forget about time, like go and have fun. Okay, go and have fun. Live in the moment. Your bases are covered for now. You're not in a space where you're just gonna like blow everything up, so like don't worry about it. Yeah, loosen up, lighten up, recharge. Do things that are gonna inspire your creativity and recharge and refuel you on, you know what I mean, energetically. Okay? So again, have fun. What sort of downtime or vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, peace of mind, 10 of Swords. So where are your thoughts really, really racing and swimming? Where are you having trouble just breathing and feeling relief? Okay, the 10 of Swords is saying like those cycles of insanity are coming to an end. Recognize when your thoughts are just really like that hamster wheel of endlessness that you're keeping, you know what I mean, that you're getting stuck in rather. And so you can just take a breath, look at things and see them for what they are. It's kind of like when it comes to organizing a room and it's just like totally chaotic. It's like, what am I looking at? So you know what? I totally get it. It's overwhelming. Like we need a moment to just take a breath, to step back. Let's try to make this as fun as possible. The fire, right? If it's like this air is stagnated, we gotta open up a window, let some fresh air in. I'm almost like smudge the place. I don't know if you heard that beep. For a little bit of validation maybe, but it's like let the fresh air in, gain clarity in terms of like when I see this one, I'm like, out of all these swords poking out and through this poor, ox bull, which one would make the most sense to like pull out or extract first? Like, you know what I mean? I know at this point I don't know I was gonna really see anything, but it's like you need to see what's right in front of you. It's like focus on what's right in front of you. Focus on the ground under your feet. Focus on just, you only have 7 days in a week. You know what I mean? So in that regard, and I'm even getting something else on a deeper level here with like the generations, 7 generations forward and back, and being like, so that's your spirit saying, breathe and see that everything will get taken care of in its own time and place, but we can't plan for or strategize every single possible reality. We're just no that takes away from the point of living, you know. So that's where spirit's saying, like, recognize also that these phases and cycles again of insanity, it's coming to a close. So let yourself breathe, let yourself open up to some new beginnings. Just trust and know that, like, you're gonna get through any question marks, anything that you can't control, you know what I mean. It's gonna be okay. So Pisces, please check out your rising sign, your moon sign, just a bit more in-depth guidance for this full moon, and visit our website girlandourmoon.com to schedule your very own session. And just as a note, we are offering live sessions, so that'll be really cool. But anyway, have a brilliant and, you know, all things considered, beautiful full moon, blessed full moon. Okay, till next time, take care, and thanks so much for being here.